How's it going, everyone? It's Cloudchief, and it's, November 2020, and so, we got the November campaigns. It's that time of month again. So, I'll jump in and I'll go over some other things, too. So, the campaign starts on November 11th and goes all the way till November 30th. The first campaign is increased seal and crests. So, Beastman seals, Kindred crest, Sacred Kindred crest, all that stuff. There's an increased drop rate on them. So it's good if you want to do some BCNMs. Then there's the additional seal battlefield campaign. So you can get like +2 Empyrean equipment, Mog Bonanza coupons, Dynamis currency, and other things from doing the Kindred Crest or High Kindred Crest BCNMs. Also, you can convert your like Beastman seals and all the other seals for BCNMs to other types of seals for a 2 to 1 ratio as opposed to the normal 3 to 1 ratio. So this is a good time to go and do like all the like Kindred Crest and High Kindred Crest, who get additional rewards and stuff. So then next is the Bissia Campaign. So when you enter Bissia, you will be capped on, I think, all lights except for Ruby, and there was like one other. Yeah. Default light value, Pearl, Azure, Gold, and Silver you'll be capped when you enter. Also, there'll be a blue chest at H8 next to Jokum, and if you've gotten this before, you don't get anything about it, but this is great for new and returning players. If you're a new player, make sure you go do this. You go click the chest, you will get 11 Atmas. All the Atmas are good. You will get a Lunar Ambiscade, and you'll get a 100,000 Crewer. So it's a great way to start, get a head start on Bissia stuff with that. Mall Garden Campaign. So there'll be Mall Garden, so you will get double the amount of Shining Stars. You'll get additional items. They can wash up ashore. You can harvest more from monster rearing, and the following items, and then there's additional items sold in the garden. So that's actually something that I'm going to be doing. I'll touch on that in a second, is Mall Garden stuff, because I started doing that, but I'll go on that in a minute. Voidwatch. This is always nice. I know everyone likes Voidwatch. So all lights are capped. So this is a fantastic time to farm heavy metal plates, Rift Cinder, and Rift Dross. It's also a good time to just go through and get all the clears for Voidwatch if you haven't done it. Ryzen Jima gave Fates equipment. So in Ryzen Jima, all the poppable NMs will have a chance of dropping a personal pull. So you kill the NM, you could just get a personal drop directly to you, which is great. So if you need any Ryzen Jima gear, it's a fantastic way to get that. Special Dial Campaign, basically you get every time you log in, you get a Goblin Key. So extra key is always nice. You never know what you're going to get out of those chests, and you can get pretty good stuff. Monster Rearing. So reared creatures will be twice as likely to transform during the duration. I haven't gotten to Monster Rearing yet, but it is something that I'm going to be doing as soon as I get to that in Mall Garden. And then combat and magic skill increased, so you are much more likely to skill up. So for new and returning players, this is fantastic because you can actually skill up much quicker. And then the last campaign is the Ambiscade Gallantry campaign. So if first time you do Ambiscade every day, you will get double the amount of Gallantry, and that does stack with your seal. So it's really good to try and do the highest difficulty you can and pop your seal first time you're going to do Ambuscade every day. Again, that'll like double your Gallantry on top of everything else. So that's really good. So yeah, these are some good, it's a little more of a slow month, but it's some good campaigns unless you really want to spam out Voidwatch. For me, I might do just a tiny bit of Voidwatch, and if I get some free time, I'll probably try and do some of these BCNMs. See what we get out of it. So I like that it's more of a quiet month. I'm also happy that there's the Mall Garden and the Monster Rearing. So for me, I've been trying to go through and like get the Yagnus Trust. So you got to go into the Yagnus Directive, and you have to do Mall Garden and Monster Rearing. I'm not sure if you have to do Monster Rearing, but Monster Rearing's tied into that. But Monster Rearing's also good in the research I've done because you get all kinds of different bonuses. It's a lot of work though, so if you're not interested in grinding out for 6 months to get, you know, some bonuses for yourself and trusts, and yeah, then I wouldn't recommend doing it, but it's a lot. So I've been trying to go through doing Mall Garden stuff because any bonuses to trusts when you're trying to solo high-end content is going to be beneficial. So I think that's what I'm most excited about is the Mall Garden stuff, as boring as that is. But and then yeah, so that's what I'll be trying to do. So like I said, a little bit of a slower month, nice time to catch up on some other things. So let me take a quick look at what's happening for November. So they are actually, as for the Voracious Resurgence, the first part of Chapter 2 will be added this month. Chapter 2 will be taking place in Windurst and feature a variety of adorable, Stuart, and frightening, and Rolandberry loving personages you've come to love and enjoy. So cool. I was kind of sad that we didn't get any new story stuff for the Voracious Resurgence in October, but I'm glad that we're actually getting new stuff for November. Other than that, it doesn't seem like there's anything that's being really updated. So yeah. And then the other thing is going to be the login points. So login points are pretty standard for the most part, except for the fact that at 1,000 points you can pick up the augment stones, so you can get like the Rising Gema stones, or you can get the Luvian Skirmish stones. And it's the +2 version of the Luvian Skirmish stones. So that's a great way if you still need to get augments to go ahead and upgrade. And yeah, there's also, if you really care about getting all the mounts, there's going to be a Golden Bomb mount. So I don't really personally care too much about mounts. It's the same regardless. It's just, you know, aesthetic, but that's me personally. And yeah, so that seems to be the big thing. Is so if you're looking on what you would want to burn your login points for, I'd probably look at, if you don't even need any stones, probably even just look, you're probably going to be better money than Savory Shanks to just turn around and sell the +2 stones, because a stack of them can be worth a pretty hefty amount of money. So yeah, so that's where we're at for November. Starting to get close to you know, closing out for the year. But yeah, guys, so light month, good time to catch up on stuff. You know, go ahead and leave a comment what campaign you're most excited about. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the channel, and may you have success in all you do.